everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna make a tier list of all of the Generation 3 horses we have in the game, and you better buckle up because there are 50 for me to judge. Let's just get straight over to the tier list maker. Alright, welcome. These are all of the horses we gotta judge today. Since there are 50 of these, I'm gonna try my best to not go too in-depth about why I don't like it or why I like it so much. Because if I give each of them just 30 seconds, this will take 25 minutes. This is insane. Anyway, these are my tires. At the bottom, we got not until Marley's vintage barn. This means that I will not touch it until it gets retired. Over it, we just got meh. Next up, we got a little cutie. That's about it. Next up is literal eye candy. And over that, we got 5 Michelin stars. This is the best of the best. So yeah, let's just start. I'm gonna start off with the Ardennes. Now, I absolutely love this breed. I love that coat as well. I basically love everything about this breed. Also, plus points for being a draft. So it's gonna be placed in 5 Michelin stars. Okay, next up, let's do the Arabian. I think these horses are cute. They're kind of old though, but to be honest, I think they're still holding up to the standard pretty well. So for me, they are literal eye candy. Next up is gonna be the Clydesdales. They are also an older breed, and I do like them. I literally have all of the coats, but back then they were the shiz. But now they're just kind of meh. They really do deserve an update though. Let's do the American Pains. How do I describe this? I'm okay with them. They're not a favorite. I like most of its coats. If it comes on a bazaar, I would be sure to pick one of them up. But other than that, I kind of forget that they exist in the game. It deserves this place. Little cutie. The next one is the Criollos. I really like this breed. Even though they have insanely long backs and it looks kind of weird, it's just breed standard. So I am okay with it. Anyhow, I love the coats. I do like the animations as well. And I literally just bought this code. Oh my katana, how I love you. For me, they are eye candy. Really nice. And then let's do the curly horses. For good reasons. They are outdated. They look kind of scrunched up. How do I describe my feeling towards this breed? It's kind of like when you shrink something in the washing machine, like a woolen jumper or something. I don't know. It just gives me that feeling. Moving on, we've got the old Connemara horses. To me, they are cute. They got gray coats and they had such a big impact when they first came out. I think it was in 2017. I also own most of them because I bought them like crazy back in the day. They were my favorite pony breed. So yeah, it's gonna stay at Little Cutie. Next one we're gonna do is the new Andalusian horses. I really like them. I only own 2 so far, plus the magical versions we got for winter. I think they've got to go to the top. Let's do the Fjord horse next. If you didn't know by now, I am Norwegian, so this horse is our national horse. As much as I love this breed, it's just gonna have to stay in the middle. They desperately need an update. They are really small in the game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the day we get updated Fjord horses. Let's do the English Thoroughbred next. Also a very old breed. They are really outdated, and there are so many better horses, you know? So I'm gonna leave it in the middle. Let's do the Dutch Warmblood next. I've actually heard quite a lot of mixed opinions about this horse. Some people hate it, the others love it, and I'm leaning towards loving it. I think their build is really great. So to me, these horses are literal eye candy. And then let's do the Hanoverians next. Ooh, okay. I only own 2 at the moment. Those being the Equestrian Festival exclusives. And I absolutely love them. And I cannot tell you how much I miss training one of them. It was insane. They are absolutely at the top. Great animations. So realistic. Moving on, let's do the Appaloosas. Oh, these are cute. They're kind of at the same level as the American Paint Horse, but I do like these a lot more. Their gaits are pretty nice. I like their main options. So to be honest, I'm just gonna leave it in the middle. Next one up is the Belgian Warblood. Very, very popular breed. I think this breed is great. The animations are nice as well. And it's just like a cute little warm blood horse. So to me, it's gonna be in literal eye candy. Let's do the halflingers. Now, unfortunately, I only own one, and it's a magical version. I forgot its name, the blue one. But I did really, really like training it. Probably because that code is my all-time favorite. But focusing on the model, I really, really liked it. It had great animations. And I feel like I've been waiting for these guys to pop up on the bazaar for so long. They are gonna go up to here. Oh my gosh. Moving on, the Jorvik Mountain Horse. I like this breed so much. Their animations are great and I love their gallop. It is amazing. So for me, this is in the top. Moving on to the Jorvik Warmblood. I did buy one kind of recently. It was really fun making an outfit with it. I'll show it. Other than that, I think it's very outdated. The animations are not good. And most of the coats are mirrored, which is a huge minus in my book. So they are gonna go down to meh. The next one I want to do is the Agiltique. I think this breed is so unique, and I was really happy when we got them in the game for the first time because I kept on seeing this one picture of an Agiltique on the internet and I was like, oh, I need this horse in the game, and then we did and I loved it. But now it's very outdated. I'm really just waiting for an update of these horses. I think Star Stable could do so well. Let's do the Black Forest horse. I made a video of me buying a few of these horses when they first came out and I love them. I also bought the news coat variation and I loved it. Safe to say, these are in the top for me as well. I think these horses are insanely good. I love their animations and the main styles we have. Next up, let's do the Jorvik Frisian. Oh no. I think you guys can already see where this is going. They are pretty to look at, but their animations are horrible, especially their idle animations. They act like a literal dog. They stretch, they stick their tongue out. They're insanely goofy, and it's so sad because that model right there is really pretty. The mane is stunning. It's literally the longest mane we have in a game, and it's on that. So sad. Anyway, it's gonna be at the bottom obviously, but the thing is, I'm not gonna buy any of them at Marley's Vintage Barn because I have all of them. Don't attack me now, okay? Don't start throwing rocks. I can explain, but I also can't. So let's move on. Let's do the Quarter Horse. They got a bunda. This one is pretty okay for me. I like the coat variations we have. The animations are okay. It's not very realistic because I've heard that quarter horses don't normally have their head that low. It was mostly just for show or something. If I'm wrong, just feel free to correct me. To me, they're still pretty cute. There are a few left that I want to buy still, but they're gonna stay in the middle as of right now. Alright, let's keep going. The next one I'm gonna rate is the American Saddlebred. I actually do think these horses are really nice. They're one of my favorite Western horses in this game. And to me, they rank up pretty high. They are eye candy. And then let's do the Knabstrupper. I actually quite like these horses. I absolutely adore their coats. Really like spotted horses a lot in this game. Now their animations are pretty wonky, but it's very fun making outfits with them, so it's gonna stay in the middle. And then let's go ahead with the Self Francais. I was pretty obsessed with this horse when it first came out. I still kind of am. I do now own the ones that I want, so they're just kind of in my stable at this point. Anyhow, they got great coats, really nice animations, but they're not like my favorite, so it's gonna be in second. Oh, and then we got an old one. This is the North Swedish horse. I actually really like these horses, even though they are severely outdated, and I think their animations are pretty okay, but quite a few of them are very like glitched. I'm just gonna ignore the glitches. So let's just let it be at the top. Alright, next up is the Icelandic horses. I'm gonna be completely honest, I love the older versions. of the Icelandics a lot more. I do like the model we have now, but I think I just have a bigger attachment to the old ones. But it's cute nonetheless, so it'll just stay right here. And then we can do the Pasofinos. Ooh, I like these guys. Their coats are amazing. Their animations are okay. I think the only thing I don't like about them is the tail animation. It gets like slightly sharp, but other than that, they are eye candy. Let's do a pony, shall we? Maybe the Yorick pony. I don't know how old these guys are now, but I do think they're pretty cute though. They do look like a Jorvik version of a pony, so I guess, but for me, it's just kind of meh. There are several coats from the Jorvik pony that I like, but the thing is, I don't really like ponies, except the Connemara. So yeah, meh. Ooh, Mustang! I feel like I barely have any Mustangs, I'm gonna be completely honest. No, I think I only have one. And the magical ones. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm honestly just waiting for them to come on a bazaar because I know I'm gonna buy a shit ton of them. Yeah, they did a great job. I think it's gonna go 1 up. Actually, let's do one that people know I like, the Frisians. I know people think this horse is very overrated, but come on, it's so pretty. And it's such an upgrade from that, you know? I don't have many complaints about this breed. I like most of the gaits. The canter is kind of unrealistic, I think. And I think the rear is way too dramatic. It's just punching the air, really. But it's still a top favorite of mine. I absolutely love this coat specifically. Alright, moving on to the Lipizaners. I'm not sure how to feel about this one, to be honest. I'm kind of on and off when it comes to the Lipizaners. I did really enjoy the Generation 2 versions when they first came out. But, I don't know. I feel kind of mean when I do this, but to me, it's kind of meh. Moving on, let's do the Finhorse. Ooh, I think I'm gonna shock people with this. I actually kind of like them. I really like this coat specifically. I think it's really, really pretty. I did buy them when they first came out, and unfortunately, I picked maybe the worst color of them all, and that just kind of ruined my image of the Finhorses for a very long time. Now, recently, I've been waiting for them to come on a bazaar, that way I can actually give them a chance again, because I do think they have very cute coats. I'm not really want to buy horses because of how they move, but more about how they look, if that makes sense. So, you know what? I'm just gonna let it stay in a little cutie. And then we've got the Pintabians. I know that the Arabian is graded as literal eye candy, but to me, the Pintabians are a little underwhelming, to be honest. They were really just recolors of coats we already had in the game from the Generation 2 Pintabians. It's gonna have to go in meh. Okay, next up, Morgans. I only have one, the coat that is on the picture right now. And, the animations are not much of a problem. It's more of how they look. Once again, Sid the Sloth. I don't think I'm gonna buy any other ones until Marley's Vintage Barn, to be honest. Moving on to the Marwari. This is a very old breed. And to be honest, they do look pretty good at the moment. I like most of its coats. The animations are okay. I don't really like the dance it's doing when we turn though. That is kind of weird. But it is a very unique horse, so it's gonna stay in the middle. And then on to the next one, which is gonna be the Old Andalusian horse. Whew, these ones are spicy. They have a personality, and I think that's pretty cool. Other than that, it's pretty old. I've got most of them, and I think it's really just okay, so it's gonna stay there. Let's rate a pony, the Chincoteagues. I actually only have one, and I picked the ugliest color of them all. And again, it ruined the breed for me, so it's just gonna go down to meh. I do think this coat specifically is very cute, but our characters are just so big on the ponies, it looks weird. And then we've got the Jorvik Wilds. I think these horses are a fun addition to the game. Like, Star Stable made their own magic horses connected to Jorvik. I like most of the coats that they have. The animations are sometimes good. I don't like the trot at all. As other people have said, it looks like it has a very sore back, and I very much agree on that. But they're fun, they're kind of cute. So they're gonna stay in the middle as well. Now, next up, just to get rid of some ponies here, is the Welsh pony. Now, I have not bought a single one of these. I can only judge the coats. I think they're pretty cool. They're basic, but they're gonna have to go down to meh because actually I think it's gonna be down here because I don't like the bug eyes. Let's do the Irish Cob next. I do actually really like this draft breed, but they desperately need an update. They've got some pretty goofy animations, but very nice coats. Again, it's just kind of okay, so I'm gonna leave it here. Next up is gonna be the Norkers. I did recently buy 4 Norkers at a bazaar, and that was the first time I had ever bought a Norker in this game. I loved the first one, this coat, but as soon as I got to the other coats, I kind of started regretting it because they weren't that fun when they had such busy coats and their jump is horrible. So I'm sorry, but it's just gonna have to go into meh. Let's do another pony. This is the Gotland pony. Again, I don't own a single one. I do think they're pretty cute though. They have really nice manes. But again, not much of a pony girl, so I don't have too big of an opinion on it. So let's just move on to the Trackner. These horses are very old. I don't really like their gaits. I think I like about half of the coats as well. They were nice when they first came out, but as of right now, when we've got horses like these, the Trackner, it just gets a little forgotten. So not buying another one until Marley's Vintage Barn. And then let's do the mules. Now, unfortunately, and kind of shockingly, I don't own a single one yet. Other than that, I think they have super cute animations. I love the ear flop and the little dance that they have. Their coats are very nice too. So it's gonna be up here. Then we got the Shires. I absolutely love these guys. Their animations are great. I love the main option that they have, the one with extra accessories. I think it's really, really fun. The coats are beautiful. To me, they are 5 out of 5. Let's do the Tennessee Walker. I think I only have one of these, the Dapple Gray. As much as I love the coats, I don't like the canter. It looks super stiff in my opinion, but I think that's the only complaint I have about them, so I'm gonna let it be here. Then we got the Lusitanos. I still remember the day these guys were added into the game like it was yesterday, and I bought the white one and the Seal Bay. I freaking loved them so much, and as of right now, I have owned all of them for several years, so they are gonna get second place. Now we've only got 3 left. Going ahead with the Dartmoor pony first. Once again, not much of a pony girl, but I do think this one is the cutest pony we have in the game, like after the Connemara, of course. And I want one so bad, but again, our characters, they're just way too big. But you know, since they are such cute ponies, I'm actually gonna let them stay in the middle this time. Moving on to the Percheron. I think people are gonna disagree with this one, but I like them a lot. They're really nice. I love their build, how stocky and elegant they are. They're exactly how I picture a knight's horse, you know? So it's actually gonna get second place. I own all of them. Shocker, I know. Anyways, last horse of today. This is the newest Connemara pony. I bought 3 of them right away on release day. I've owned them for quite a few weeks now. I really like them. I strongly like them. The coats are insanely beautiful. The animations are nice as well. So I of course have to grade it as a 5 Michelin star horse. And there we have it. So at the bottom, we've got these 5 horses. I think it's kind of self-explanatory why. At the second one, meh. We've got these ones. I don't care much for them. At the little cutie, we've got these, well, cuties. And in second, we've got literal eye candy. These are horses I very much like. And at the top, my favorites in the game. Oh yes. I think I'm pretty happy with how everything looks actually. Yeah. So do you agree with my tier list? Yes or no? Tell me why. But yeah, that's about it of this video. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day or night. Stay kind and bye bye.